Hey friends, Dustin here with Dusty Outdoors. Welcome back to another adventure. Today we're at Camp Freedom, which is what I decided to go with for the name of our campsite on the north side of the farm. I had tons of great suggestions. One of the ones that was probably right up there, it was between two, Camp Freedom and Camp Nigel. Nigel's my dog who was recently diagnosed with lymphoma, a form of cancer that takes the dog's life after a while. Nigel's still doing good. They originally gave him 4 to 6 weeks. He's pushing 8 weeks now. And no pain yet. Lymph nodes are starting to swell a little bit, but definitely not suffering, still enjoying life. So we got him on a good regiment, and we're going to keep him around as long as we can, as long as he's not suffering. But Camp Nigel was right up there along with Camp Freedom, and I just know Nigel, he's a little patriotic dog, and he'd want the campsite to be named Camp Freedom. So I'm honoring him by naming it that as well. But thank you all for the great suggestions. I didn't get a single bad suggestion. I'm going to do some changing to Camp Freedom though. I'm going to take it from this side of the trail to this side of the trail because this side is slanted. Over here is pretty flat. But I'm going to do that quick before it gets dark on us. Currently have the truck running only because I'm charging my little saw battery on the dash, and I'm getting the diesel heater running for a little bit right now just to bring up that temperature in the camper, because my Blue Eddy is still working, but it does have temp in red lit up, so it's close to not wanting to work. So I'm going to get that warming up, bring that battery temperature up. Then we definitely have some winterization to do inside. I got an idea for the windows because they're letting a lot of cold air in. It's just a cheap camper, so it's a single pane window, no insulation value there. I also need to put in a new plug for my diesel heater because you even look at that thing wrong and it loses power. And that's just that cigarette lighter plug is bad. Alright friends, I had a little oopsie out there when I was splitting those 2x4s. Axe didn't get me or nothing, but I was using this hand to pound down on the axe head, and the 2x4 split with so much force that the one half of the 2x4 came back and hit my middle finger. Not trying to flip you off, but so I'm just going to get into my first aid kit and put a band-aid on that so it stops bleeding all over my GoPro and everything else. This was just a little first aid kit that I got from Walmart. Again, I got this from Walmart. It's just a 1 to 2 person first aid kit. It's not super cold out today, so I got the top popped, and it's gonna help me take care of some of this insulating and other things I have planned in here. Basically, I'm just gonna be, so last video I said I wanted to put Reflectix on the windows because I'm getting some condensation, and with this window over here being right where I sleep, it can be 70 degrees in here, but you can just feel the cold air kind of coming, radiating off of that window and just dropping down onto your body. So I wanted to reflex it. I wanted to put some Reflectix on the windows, but I'm going to try something else before I put Reflectix on, because it would be nice to get some insulation and retain some natural light coming in. Don't necessarily need to see outside, but I would like some natural light. Everything right now is covered with a sheet of ice. We're getting a winter storm today, and the models were showing either ice or snow, ice then snow. So far we've gotten ice. Roads are glare ice. Everything outside is covered with a thin layer of ice. My head's starting to get a little chilly again. America! What do you think, friends? What do you think of that hat? Huh? Yeah, it says it's 32 degrees outside right now, which makes sense. I mean, that's basically the degree that you get freezing rain. So again, friends, I got the 2 kilowatt diesel heater. It's the smallest one you can buy. So when it's on low, like right now, still putting out a pretty decent amount of heat. It's literally drawing, it's bouncing between 3 and 4 watts. That's pretty low power usage. Finally got fuel and filled up my lighter that Ava got me, our oldest. A little windy out. Look at that, friends. Just a layer of ice on this stuff. I know it seems like I'm putting a lot on, friends, but I got to get a lot on there so it starts drying. I'd recommend one of these, friends. You can get these like off-brand ones really cheap on Amazon, and this thing works really good. I don't even know how to say that name. Here's a Widowmaker right here I'm going to take care of. Don't need that falling on me. This battery wasn't even fully charged when I got out here. No, not sponsored by. I paid for this hat. Not sponsored or nothing. Not affiliated. This is just one of those Facebook / Instagram it got me type of deals. This is SA Hat Company. They actually got nice hats, pretty cheap. All right, friends. Well, instead of putting Reflectix on my windows to insulate them, I don't know if this is a good idea or bad idea, but I bought bubble wrap. Do I think it'll work as good as Reflectix? Probably not. Do I think it'll work better than having nothing? Yes. And I also think this will allow more natural light through, since Reflectix will allow 0 light through. So we'll give it a try. What's the worst that happens? It doesn't work and I put Reflectix on it. All right, friends. I'm using this painter's tape, which I know it's unsightly. It's blue, but painter's tape comes off fairly easily. And I've used duct tape, Gorilla Tape, all that stuff in the past. It leaves residue everywhere. I don't like that, so this is also what I had. I didn't have to buy more. So the blue is where we're going to go. It's what we're going to go with. But anyways, I doubled the bubble wrap layer here. And instead of Reflectix, we'll use bubble wrap. I think it'll give us a better insulation value than having nothing on the window, and it'll still let some natural light through. So that's my idea. If it doesn't work, we'll throw Reflectix in. All right, friends, there we go. We got the bubble wrap on the big window, which I think is gonna, I feel like it's gonna work. It's gonna work better than not having it. If it doesn't work good enough, we'll put Reflectix on. Got one on the little window, and then just have to put one on the door window there. Let me know what you guys think. Is the bubble wrap gonna work? See, I mean, honestly, that's not even that unsightly. Curtain covers it right up. So now I'm going to actually fix the diesel heater plug. I went ahead and got a 12-volt plug, pigtail, just power and ground there. And we're going to put that on the end instead of what it's got. And this has got a nice strong spring right there, and that's actually what makes the contact electrically. So the other one is, I don't know, the spring broke or something. It's just falling apart. We'll shut the diesel heater off, let it go through its cool down. Keeping an eye on the fire out there. It's not raging anymore, but I'm just throwing some stuff in it here and there to keep it going because I'm hoping to warm up my food on the fire tonight. I don't know that I'll sit out by the fire, unfortunately, too long because it is freezing raining still, which is unpleasant. What I got right here is just a little bag I keep in the truck. It's got some electrical tools in it. Nothing fancy. Just the strippers and wires and some connectors, which I'll be using, and some electrician's tape. Alright, what do we got here? There we go. Now, first off, listen to that. Loosey-goosey. And nothing holding that. So hopefully this one holds up better. I am going to have to put different ends on it. Now this is a shrinkable voila. We'll call that good. So now this can go back behind that again. That can get plugged in. We got the diesel heater fixed. We got the diesel heater plug fixed. We got the windows insulated. I didn't do the back window. It got dark on me. And I got to do the back window from outside. So, and it's raining right now. So I just feel that this back door window I can get at a later date and it'll be fine. All right, friends, what I brought with today and what I'm hoping to heat up on the fire. Yep, barbecue weenies. These little smokies here with the barbecue on them, so good. And then that's really all I got for heating over the fire. But then for a snack when I come in afterwards, I got some hickory smoked cheddar cheese spread with some crackers. So good. But we're going to get the trusty old pan out. Transfer these weenies in there. Oh yeah. That fire feels good. All right, friends, we got the weenies cooked. Oh yeah, good and warm. Let me know, do y'all like little smokies? Smothered in barbecue in the old slow cooker. All right, friends, so there was some confusion in the last video. What in the world did I don't know what I spilled all over my leg. Look at that, friends. Maybe it was my coffee? I don't know. But anyways, in my last video, I kept the top down on this camper, which you will see in almost every video during the winter. And I had mentioned why I do that in the video, but I don't know if it's just at a part of the video where people are missing it or what, but I don't always raise the top. I almost never raise the top when it's cold out. It's that much more area to try to heat when you don't need to. I'm not sleeping up there. I sleep down here. I like the mattress. I like the padding down here better than up there. It helps my back better. And with the top down, it works better if you're staying in like parking lots. So it's just more inconspicuous with the top down. But the main thing is that's a lot of extra square feet you're trying to heat with the top popped. And like I said in the last video, friends, I started this channel in a topper. So even with the top down, this thing is still like the Taj Mahal. Way more room than just simply being in a topper. So it does not bother me one bit. There's nothing wrong with the camper. The top pops just fine. I just simply don't want to raise the top in the wintertime. Now today it's fairly warm out, which is why we're not getting snow and we're getting freezing rain instead. It's sitting right at 34 degrees now outside, it says. I'm willing to bet it's probably 32, but like I said in the last video, my outside thermometer is probably getting a little bit of residual heat radiating through the side of this camper. Now that this site's got an official name, Camp Freedom, thanks to y'all's recommendations, I'm real excited about it. Truck's sitting in the same spot. I just moved the fire pit and all that across the road. My plan is to eventually have a picnic table or some sort of permanent table out here. Who knows? Try out some new products out here, stuff like that. I have yet to get any products sent to me, given to me. There's companies reaching out. I'm just one of those people that I'm a little timid to like jump into something new like that. So I don't know. I will promise y'all this. If or when I do start to accept products from companies, it will be a product that I am genuinely interested in and that can help me in my adventures. And I'll always give an honest review. At this point, I'm affiliated with no one. Oh, who doesn't love a little smoky? Especially those ones that hung out right at the bottom of the crock pot or the bottom of the pan and they're really extra done. Those are my favorite. Car Valley cheese. That's local to Wisconsin, southwest Wisconsin, specifically in that area. Car Valley cheese. They make the best cheese products. Hands down, the best cheese curds. But this is also very good. Hickory smoked cheddar spread. Oh, that's a good spread right there. I'm gonna start getting hunkered down here. Alright friends, I unfortunately forgot to shut off my mic last night, so the battery's dead. So, back to the GoPro mic. I apologize for that, but you should still be able to hear me fine. As you can see, it's quite foggy out today. Pretty much freezing rained all night. And oofda. Yeah, she's slick. This is solid ice, friends. Solid ice. Hopefully Lauren drives carefully today. I can hear cars going by. It sounds like the main road is thawed, but they put enough salt on the roads here in Wisconsin to rot a brand new vehicle away in about 5 years. So that road's probably good, but man, have to still drive real careful. She had to take Ava, the oldest daughter, up to work today, so. But I'm sticking to the edge here, and I want to go out into the open fields around the corner and see just how foggy it is. I think the woods look so cool when it's foggy like this. They look so mysterious, and I don't know. Thought I had a belt in the camper. Turns out I do not. So the pants I put on today, unfortunately, feel like they're a little big. I normally wear a belt with these. So we actually came in on this road. Came from over that way. Over, and then there's a 90-degree corner right here. Comes up. Oh yeah, it's foggy, friends. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is on my dad's property. It's on the north side of his property. It's a 40-acre chunk of woods. I got another campsite kind of on the southwestern side of the property. We call that the back 40. I don't always camp on my dad's property, but I'm thinking this winter I'm going to try to do every other video on dad's property. You know, it's going to be whatever I can manage to do travel-wise, but just love it out here. I think it's pretty neat how something like gravel can be just covered in a thick layer of ice. But yet the trees, even out at the very tip of the branches, just dripping water. And I'm wondering if that is from like just the warmth of the tree being alive. I understand they're not warm like humans, like actual bodies, but there's got to be energy in the tree. It's alive. Generally, energy, will manifest itself in at least some sort of residual heat. Well, friends, with the ice on the ground, you can really see this scrape. So generally with scrapes, it's something that bucks do. They scrape the ground, and then generally speaking there's always some branches above it. And you can see these are all tore up and broken because they'll rake their antlers through these horns and then dig up the ground. And it's one of the ways they communicate, basically, and mark their territory and stuff. So there's a big one there, and then actually right over there there's a smaller one. So there's a smaller one right there with some branches above it. Well, friends, this adventure's been fun. I still got to clean up a few things around the campfire. I got my chair frame I still got to fold up and put away. We'll be back, and each time we get here we'll try to make some sort of improvement and make this campsite even better. We'll have to come up with a nice option for firewood here that's maybe covered. It doesn't have to be anything big, but just to keep it, I mean, right now the firewood's just soaked from it freezing raining all night. But I've recently got a lot of new subscribers, so welcome to the channel. I hope you stick around. Thank you for subscribing. And remember, friends, I'm always looking for suggestions, Midwest area to go, especially in the winter time, because not everywhere is open. Not all places are open during the winter. So if you're a local somewhere in the Midwest and you know of a good winter place to visit, let me know in the comments. As always, to the military men and women, past, present, future, thank you for my freedom. Thank you for your service, and we'll catch you on the next adventure. Bye, friends. I gotta get home to get a belt before my pants fall off.